Lumberjacks in the golds. They go with Tynan Lawrence, David Deputy, and Ivan Rapkin up front, Veo and McLaughlin behind them, and Stephen Peck in between the pipes. We're underway for Game 2 of the Clark Cup playoffs. Both Jacks goals last night. Hajibi couldn't clear it. Nestrasil kept it in, but only for a moment. Aaron Slezak gets it to the neutral zone. It's chipped back in. Here comes Golanek behind the defense. Backdoor fired on. There's A.J. Ryouts doing what he does best. He keeps it out on the cross crease pad save. McNeilis gets it back far side. The future Boston Terrier up top to Vig. Great keep at the blue line, and now here's Nelson. Knocked down by Vaslav Nestrasil. Massa across to McNeilis. Steps towards the goal, holds and fires and scores. John McNeilis, a rocket ship, and there's that power play tally we were talking about. It can change the direction of a game, and this time it gives the RoughRiders a 1-0 lead. Well, McNeilis, a Maryland native, 2006 birth year, 18 goals during the regular season, 43 total points. His first of the postseason. They say take the ice that's given to you. He skated all the way down from the far side of the blue line into the circle and down to the face-off dot. Face-off, leaned in by Ivan Rapkin. Comes out to Lawrence. Lawrence fires and scores! Tynan Lawrence, his first Clark Cup playoff goal of Mackenzie Bryce power play goal. And the Lumberjacks, they tie the game at 1 apiece.
And who says you can't be romantic with sports? The guy who gets the goal called off gets the first goal of the game.
Tynan Lawrence starts with a great face-off win by Ivan Rapkin. Take a look at the M-Live replay. Rapkin, he kind of just fell forward on top of it, and everybody collapsed on it in a black jersey. Everybody came into the face-off circle, and that allowed for an easy pass to Lawrence in the slot, an open lane, an open shooting lane, and he fires it to the back of the net. Lawrence, a 2008 birth year, who had 25 goals in the regular season, picks up his first career postseason goal here in the USHL. And here comes Christ. He sends it in. Van Blaricom chases far side corner. MVB out for Christ. Tapped on net. Ryouts the save. They score! It crosses the goal line, and the Lumberjacks, they take a 2-1 lead. It's Chase Stefanik who will lead the fellas down the line, and just like that, the Lumberjacks, who are looking to tie the game in the second period, they take the lead in the second period. Here's Slezak, he sends it in. I said dark too. Andrew Rose said light. A lot of other people said light. I think they're wrong. Here comes Tynan Lawrence to the offensive zone with speed. Behind the defense, fired, he scores! Tynan Lawrence, coast to coast, 3-1 Lumberjacks. Dave, do you know how much skill it takes to score a goal like that? A lot of skill. Do you know how easy Tynan Lawrence made that look? I figure I could lace up the skates right now and do that with how easy he made it look.
I know I wouldn't be able to, but I tell you what a great talent the Lumberjacks have there. And
look at Lawrence here, behind his own net, up the far side, crossovers all the way across the back side of the far side circle, down the ice and in on goal. Tynan Lawrence, the defenseman Huff, and carried back down the ice. Here's Hajibi near side, centering attempt, fired on, still loose, they score! It's Tomas Vandenberg, standing in the blue paint, found the loose puck, and we're back to a 1-goal game with 16:27 to go in the third. Take a look at the M-Live replay. Hajibi, he fired it across the way. Grant Young fired the shot, and Stephen Peck, he got 90% of the puck, but it squirted right behind him, and Tomas Vandenberg, they say, drive the net, drive the net, drive the net. Watch him park right at the top of the blue paint. It's actually going to go down as Grant Young's goal. It trickled in right off of Stephen Peck across the goal line, but let me tell you, that is how you respond, Dave, and you keep it close. Dave Hart, Ezra Janello with you. Dave, a writer for the local sports journal, been covering the Lumberjacks and the Fury and hockey in Muskegon in general for a whole bunch of years. Joining us tonight here on the broadcast. Dave, I chugged the rest of my hot tea and honey. I'm sure the fellas got going, and there's Cole Hiles. He said, go get another hot tea. This game's not over. 3-3 with 8.5 to go in regulation. I was about to say, I prepared for an intense final couple of minutes. Cole Hiles said, "You don't even know the half of it, brother." Off the draw, a face-off win by Cedar Rapids. Hiles, he took the face-off. He got it out from underneath of Drew Stewart and wired it over top the glove of Stephen Peck to tie the game up at 3 apiece. Blanchard, he has it. Down to the corner. 1:07 to go in regulation. Menz fires. Blocked in traffic. Popped out in front. Vandenberg the chance. Rebound loose. They score. It's Heath Nelson with 59 seconds to go in the RoughRiders. For the first time since the second period, lead the game 4-3. Take a look at the M-Live replay. Nelson, who had 31 points, including 16 goals in the regular season, 61 games played. The original shot from Vandenberg got caught up in traffic, and with Peck at the top of the crease, Nelson slid it right between the wickets to give his team the lead.